Minecraft biomes are pretty plain. So in this video, I will be building custom biomes. And this would be a great spot to build it right in front of my home. Let's start building out the frame. There we go. And this is the size of the frame so far. And I think it's a little too small. So, bam. That looks a lot better. Now, instead of 4 quadrants, I want to have only 3. So, hey, that looks pretty good. So here's the plan. Each one of these sections will have a different custom biome. 2 of the custom biomes will be unknown for now, but let's start off with the pink blossom tree biome. For the first custom biome, I want to build a lot of pink trees, which means I need a lot of pink wool and... I don't think that's going to be enough. Well, luckily we built a wool factory last episode, so let's come in here and... okay. I also need a bunch of grass and also some green stained concrete. Luckily, I have this cactus farm that gets me pretty much unlimited cacti. That will give me pretty much unlimited green dye. So now that we have all of the materials, let's start working on the pink blossom biome. So I basically have half of the floor complete, and I decided to add in some concrete to change up the texture a little bit, but I'm kind of wondering if lime concrete would make it look better or worse. What do you guys think? I do want this cherry blossom biome to look pretty vibrant and beautiful, so maybe adding some additional lime concrete will make it look a little bit better. Yeah, it looks all right. But anyways, let's finish the entire grass floor. Honestly, I don't really know how I feel about this puke green terrain, but let's just run with it and start building some hills. And right here in the middle where the stone is, I want to build a little hill spike type of thing, kind of like these cliffs, and have a waterfall come down from it. I have no idea how that will look, but let's give it a try. And let's build another cliff over here on this side. That will be slightly taller so I can build a cool little bridge between these two. Yeah, I might have made a mistake and I probably should have lit this entire place up because we are infested with mobs. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. I need to get out of here. Oh. Now let's start working on the little bridge that will connect these 2 hills together. I'm thinking about using some acacia wood for the main portion, and on the outer side will be a spruce frame because I think that's a pretty good contrast. Let's have it curve just slightly to the left here. Let's add a few fences to the bottom so it looks like it's being supported a bit. Now let's build a little hut right over here in this empty space. And I'll also be using the acacia and spruce combination to match with the bridge. The house looks all right, but now let's build a little path that leads over to this mountain right here. And let's work on a spirally staircase that kind of wraps around this cliff. So there's a way to get up here. Now let's clean it up a little bit by adding a spruce border. And now we got a pretty sick staircase that wraps around this cliff. Let's make some path blocks right here that will lead to this bridge. And now let's build something cool on top of this cliff. Well, this looks like something cool. Now let's add one more finer detail to the path before we start working on the pink trees. Hey, there we go. And now to build the pink blossom trees, I'm gonna need a lot more acacia wood. So, yoink. Let's turn the logs into some 4-sided wood. And now let's start on these custom trees. Let's start working on a little tree first and build a realistic foundation for it. This doesn't look too bad. The roots kind of stick out a little bit. And now let's work on the shaft. That sounded a little weird. And I want to branch it out a little bit so there's like a Y shape right here. Why? I don't know. I guess it looks a little cooler. And now for the painful part, which is adding the color of the tree, which is pink and white. I need it to look pretty fluffy and airy, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of air pockets around, and that's pretty hard to do. Well, let's see how it's looking so far. Oh my. Okay, that needs a lot of work. And that doesn't look too bad. I think I just need to fill in this bottom part a little more because it's pretty flat. And And I think we are done. I actually really like how that looks. But the tree looks a lot filler or full now. Now we just need to cover the entire biome with those trees. And yeah, it's very painful building one of these. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna build like smaller sized version of the. So I built an even bigger one. And now this custom biome is starting to look really good. I think we just need to add 2 more of these trees around here. But this time I'm for real gonna build a smaller tree. Trust me, I'm gonna build a smaller tree. I'm gonna build a smaller tree. So I built a bigger... No, I'm just kidding. This one's a little bit smaller. And I built 2 more, but I realized they started getting uglier and uglier and smaller and smaller. Like this one looks okay. It's kind of like simple, just straight up and then... Like, look at that. Yeah, I started getting a little lazy. But now let's start adding some finer details like flowers and some bamboo. And this biome should be complete. And I have a feeling this blue color will match very well with the pink. So let's grab a bunch of these. Let's start adding some grass. And some of these flowers. And now let's add a bunch of grouped bamboo around just to give it some height, I guess. And finally, some little lampposts around here so no mobs spawn. And it'll give it a nicer look. And finally, the first custom biome is officially complete. The pink blossom forest thingy thing. Yep. So next up, let's start working on something scarier. Let's build a toxic wasteland. And the main block I'm going to use is deep slate. Let's see if I have any. Bruh, that's not going to be enough. Let's get some deep slate. Wait, oh, this is basalt. I have officially lost my brain. I really thought this was deep slate. I mean, I guess I could still use basalt. It still gives off the wasteland type of vibe, but that was kind of embarrassing. That was kind of embarrassing. And let's come down here where I trapped 100 wardens. And it blows my mind every time I see this. And let's mine for some real deep slate this time. This is deep slate, right? Okay, it is. Oh, man. Just checking, just making sure. You know, you never know. Okay, let's get building. And I already ran out of deep slate. Bruh. So I spent the next hour collecting even more deep slate. I spent another hour holding down my right click button. And there we go. As easy as that.
That was easy.
All right, biome complete. Next one. No, just kidding. Now let's start adding some natural hills and bumps like regular Minecraft terrain. But let's also somehow make it look like a wasteland. So the terrain I made looks pretty vanilla, but I tried adding these little spikes here to simulate that biome in the nether. It's called the spiky gray thing. But right here in the middle, I want to put like an acid or toxic lake. And this will be the big daddy lake right in the middle here with this flat area. So let's mine it out real quick and make a wonky shape for it. That looks kind of wonky, I guess. And let's just remove this. And now I need to go through the painful process of draining the ocean once again. How do I manage to always have to drain some type of water in almost every single episode? Let's grab my sponges and... What? Oh, they're wet. But if I stand beside it, it should dry off because I'm pretty hot, right? That was a really bad joke. So to make my life easier while I'm draining the ocean, I'm gonna build a confined space so it's easy to drain, if that makes any sense at all. Now just imagine this blue water turned green and toxic. I think it will look pretty cool, but let's start draining this out and I'm hoping this will work. It's not working. Come on, just make a little opening of water. It's gonna happen eventually. Water can't regenerate all around and fit. Oh, it worked a bit. I mean, like only the edges sort of. I feel like if I remove these sponges though, it's just gonna fix itself right back. And I was totally right. Well, let's build up some dirt walls to make my life a little easier. And now let's start draining all of the water. Now to make this area look toxic like me, I'm going to need a lot of green stained glass. And 20 and 21. I think that would be enough, right? Yeah, I think so. That's all I filled up. Yeah, we're gonna need more, if you couldn't tell already. Luckily, I have this ginormous cactus farm. Let's grab some cacti and let's melt this up for some green dye. Let's craft some lime dye and let's craft some stained glass. So to give this toxic lake a cool depth effect, I'm going to be putting some lime stained glass at the bottom here and then some green on top of it and continue that trend all the way up. So when you look down, it gives like a cool depth. And there we go. That's the first layer complete, and that took me over 16 stacks of glass. That's a lot. Now times that by another 4 layers, and my brain can't even do that math. So that's probably gonna be a lot of sugar boxes full of glass, I'm guessing. Well, let's continue building this toxic lake with a bunch of glass, and glass I don't even have. And we're done. Let's go see how it looks. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. We got ourselves Shrek's home, the toxic wasteland swamp thing. And let's just build a baby daddy version over here on this side. Now to spice up this custom biome even more, I also want to add a few trees like this Japanese biome, but make it look dead and Halloweeny. I said weenie. Now let's turn these spruce logs into spruce wood so all 4 sides are kind of covered. And I'm gonna try to make a few dead looking trees in this biome, so it just gives off like a scary or eerie vibe type of thing. So there won't be any leaves at all, and it's just gonna be a bunch of spiky branches. All right, this doesn't look too bad, but it's kind of fat right in the middle right there. So let's try to slim this down a bit. Like this. Maybe just chop down some wood like that, and maybe make the stem part look a little thicker like that. It's a little better. Now it looks weird with a big empty space. Either way, I do like the shape a lot. It gives me like a wasteland type of vibe. But now let's build a few more trees all around this biome, and it's gonna look pretty insane. On this side though, I'm gonna build a giant pine tree looking skeleton one. Yep, I have no idea how to build it, but we'll try our best. This is what I got so far, and I really don't like it that much. It just looks a little too skinny, and it's hard to tell what it is. Let me know, guys. Should I tear it down or should I keep it? What should I do? In the meantime, let's continue building even more trees. But this time, make it look a little better. Now let's add a few structures around this place because it's looking pretty bare. So I'm looking to build a small little bunker right here. So my idea for this bunker is to have like a little slit open right here so you can shoot out some arrows or something to defend yourself. So adding these upside down stairs makes a really nice opening that is perfect for just your head to pop out of. And to add a little bit, who just threw a stone at me? Somebody in here? Hello? Oh, it's just Minecraft being weird. And this entire bunker made out of stone looks a little bit too clean for this biome. So let's add a little bit of andesite to give it a little bit of texture or something like that along those lines. I'm not sure if you can craft andesite stairs. That would be very oh my god, you can. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Let's add a little bit of divots in here with some stairs so it looks a little bit worn down even in these walls. Now let's add some light, some cool barrels, an iron door with a button, some divots on the outside of the bunker, and we got ourselves a pretty cool war bunker. Now let's add like a wooden one over here to differentiate with that one. Differentiate, what a hard word. And for some reason, this entire custom biome still looks pretty plain to me. There's just not enough. Maybe I just need to add a bit more terrain because it's really flat right here. So let's try making this place look a little more rugged and just spam right click on my mouse and maybe it'll look better. So what are your thoughts on this? I just added a bunch of random blocks in these empty spaces and some little divots into the ground, but I think it looks a little better. It looks more wastelandy. To make it even better, I think I'm going to add some pools of lava right here and have it pour down some of these mountains, and it will help add even more color. Let's grab some buckets. Okay, I got no buckets. Now I got buckets that have no lava in them. I'm not sure why I grabbed so many lava buckets, but it'll do. More is better than none. Like, I would definitely have more money than no money, or more food than no food, you know? It's literally simple math. I don't think I'm gonna make the lava flat and nice because I do like this little, yeah. Okay, I put a little lava pool right over here, and I'm kind of afraid it's gonna catch this wood and burn this tree down, then catch over to this tree and burn it down. So this is a very risky place to put a lava pool. I'm not sure if this helps, but let's make a little wall. Try to block the lava from burning the wood, I guess. And now with the added lava to the biome, it really brings it in and makes it way more complete looking. Now that makes 2 custom biomes finished, and we are left with this last and giant section. And the biome that I'm building here haunts me. And if you're an old fan, you guys will know why. I am building a volcanic biome. Oh god. So the main block I want to use for this volcanic biome is some terracotta. And if you guys don't know why this volcano will haunt me for life, well, that's because over 9 months ago, I built a volcano in my first hardcore world. And I pushed myself so hard to build this giant project. And I kept working on videos non-stop without worrying about my health. A few weeks later, my wrist started hurting really bad. I went to the doctor and it turns out, after a few checkups, I was diagnosed with carpal tunnel. It's basically nerve damage to my wrist. And ever since, my wrist has been hurting pretty bad. So yeah, this brings back a lot of bad memories, but let's do it anyways. Let's make this volcano even bigger and better. Let's first start off with the floor. I'm gonna use a lot of terracotta. And once it's all done, I'll probably add some stone around to add some color or something, or a different texture. So the volcano is going to go right there in the middle. And I didn't want to fill it in because it would just go right over top of it and it would save me a bunch of materials and time. So now let's start working on a shape and a frame for this volcano. Okay, so this is the frame for the volcano that I came up with. It's not too bad. Once I add some brown terracotta into it and some stone, some flowing lava, I think it'll look pretty good. Well, let's go ahead and collect more terracotta and continue working on this volcano. Alright, I got the outline for the entire volcano and I just need to start filling it in. And this is exactly where my wrist started to kill me. I right-clicked my mouse probably over 1 million times in like a span of 2 to 3 days 9 months ago. It was a bad time and it will forever live with me. So what better way to relive the moment than to build another volcano? This might be the stupidest thing I've ever done. So you guys better continue watching to the end and subscribe right now because I might just die right here on the spot. And it took me about 30 minutes to finish this one side. And I realized this volcano is a lot smaller than the one I built 9 months ago. But yeah, it is pretty plain right now. But don't worry, later I'll be adding a lot more detail. And it's gonna look way, way better. But let's just get this final shape of this volcano laid out. And the shape of the volcano is complete. It's a lot taller than I expected. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird. But now let's start adding some lava streams that go down this volcano so it looks super cool. And I'm gonna add a lot of these so the volcano looks like it's glowing sort of. And I'm just casually mining hours and hours of hard work away. Nice. Feels great. All right, that's not a terrible start. It's just a little stripe down here. Now let's try to split this right here and make the lava vein go this way now. And back down to the ground and touch down. And now it's bedtime. That was enough work for me. Now let's make another lava vein over on this side and connect it to the other one on the left. And once the veins are filled with flowing lava, this little section right here will look like a boulder. Trust me, it's gonna look better than this. Right now it kind of looks like I just TNT'd this entire volcano and just completely ruined it. But I have a plan to add some red stained glass and some lava underneath it to make it look pretty cool and make it pop. Let's go ahead and grab some poppies and turn it into some red dye. Let's craft up some glass. So let's start working on the path where the lava will flow down using some more terracotta. So now I'll give you guys a sneak peek on what it will look like. Let's put a bunch of lava down and hopefully it will just flow all the way down without making any big troubles. I pray. There it goes. It's doing pretty good so far. Nope. That way, please. Okay, please go that way. Okay, this is gonna be very bad. Okay, I'll just let it flow and eventually it'll disappear. I might die to fire right here. Please stop. Come on. You have to stop. Stop. Oh. Wow. Okay, let's be a little careful coming down and let's grab another totem. But now with this flowing lava, my plan is to cover it with some red stained glass like this. And I'm hoping it looks cool. It's okay, I guess. It's not as vibrant as I thought it would be, but I do prefer the red stained glass over just normal lava pouring down the mountain because that's just a little too plain and boring. So yeah, let's continue with this design. Yeah, this might be the most painful thing I've ever built. Dealing with blocks to hold lava in to make it look pretty still, and then dealing with the flowing lava, and then dealing with glass that will still sort of look like it's a part of the terrain, and then burning in it is the most... It's why on earth did I decide to make this so difficult? It did not have to be this hard. But trust me, the end result will look amazing. You just gotta stick till the end. This is taking a while, so bam. Yeah, that was the most painful thing I've ever done. Now that I spent 2 full hours building these lava veins on this volcano, let's start adding a little bit more detail. Let's grab all our brown terracotta, and right on these edges of these boulders beside the lava veins, I want to change up the color a little bit to some brown terracotta like this, so there's a nice little like chocolate border. I'm not sure why I'm describing a volcano with a food item, but I think it'll look a little better. If it doesn't, I'm gonna blame you guys. Let's make it a little bit thicker, and let's take a look. Please look good. It's not terrible. It looks way better than just having normal terracottas. So let's do that on all of these little boulder sections. The final touches I want to add to the tippy top of this volcano is a little bit of bump or texture like this, because right now it's a really flat top. It looks like somebody just sliced the top of it and it's gone. So let's try raising this up a little bit so it looks like it was naturally generated. And it does look a little weird because it's flat-ish, it's not 3D. So let's actually make it look like a boulder. So let's give it some depth and act like I know what I'm talking about. Trust me guys, I'm a volcano expert. After what happened 9 months ago, I know a lot about volcanoes and the harm it does to your body and your hand and your self-esteem and your entire life and your entire existence. But before we do that, let's build down a little bit and build a platform, maybe right here. And on top of this flat platform, I want to put some campfires. Yeah, that's the word. So it gives off a nice smoking effect from the top of the volcano. Now, how on earth do I craft a campfire? Is this not right, Minecraft? This looks like a campfire to me. What else would that be? Oh, I need logs. Yeah, and I want to oh, what? Get in the hole, man. No, don't make... Okay, he made a bigger hole. So my original plan was to fill up this entire platform of campfires, so there's a lot of smoke raising out of this volcano. But I feel like all of this will start lagging my entire computer out, and my computer isn't the best. So I might just do like every other block kind of like this, just so it saves my computer and my hardcore world. Unless there is a sneaky way to make it not lag, like putting, I don't know, composters over it or something, then let me know in the comments. Well, let's fill it all up. Okay, every time I fly into here, I start lagging a lot. I decided to space it up a lot more over here, and I'm probably gonna remove a bunch over on this side. Okay, now one of the very last things I want to do is add a little village or a few huts right here on the edge of this volcano. And finally, the door. Let's put a little bit of light in here. And wouldn't it be a great idea to bring a villager all the way over here, so when this volcano erupts, he has a peaceful death? Yeah, maybe bringing a villager here isn't the best idea. Yeah, I got myself Joseph right here. And touchdown. All right, come with me. All you gotta do is enter this house. There's literally a red carpet for you. And let's trap him in. Let's put a name tag on him and welcome home. I didn't spell his name right, but he's gonna die anyways, right? Oh, that's so cruel. I also decided to bring some villagers over to the Japanese biome. And there we go. We have a few villagers in this biome now. The final touch I want to add is some little waves or ripples around this ring to make it look even better. Exactly like what I did over here with my end transformation video with this glass right here. By the way, you should watch this after this video. So let's start even more paint. We'll go with the blue stained glass and then some cyan and finally some light blue stained glass at the very edge. And that is 3 custom biomes built on an island in the middle of the ocean. This project took me over 7 days to complete. So if you guys can please subscribe, that would be amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed and goodbye. Ow, that hurt.